how to plot the shear and moment rotation including deflection of beams. This is the part 1 of the MathCAD series. Okay, good day everyone. Welcome back to Gilisanya Engineering Videos, your daily supply to engineering problems. So if you like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe and click on the hit on the bell icon so that you'll be notified every time we have new videos. So here we will discuss how to plot the diagrams in MathCAD. Okay, using MathCAD. We will use the basic knowledge we had in college. Only we let MathCAD do the details, but the basic knowledge is very important. All right. Okay, so I have here prepared the beam. So it's a simple beam, simply supported at A and B, and then loaded with uniform load W. I have it 20 kilonewton per meter, and then a concentrated load at distance A from the left support. So 30 kilonewton. The distance A is 3 meters. Of course, the first task is to solve the reaction. Let us solve the reaction first. All right. So, by the way, I will just solve the value of B. Then my B is equal to. So, to do equal, you press the colon, shift colon button, and then that will be L minus A. Of course, that should give you 9 meters. So, let's solve the reaction. I will not put na lang, well, maybe I can just show it to you. This is just a representation. This has no bearing in the equation. Summation of moment about A equals 0. Alright. So here I can solve the value of RB. Maybe I can do it like this, and I presume everybody knows how to do this. So the reaction at B is equal to the total load. Okay, that is P, the moment due to the total load about A, that will be P times A plus W times L times L over 2. Alright, and then everything, we will divide it by L. Alright, so that's it. Nag-overlap siya doon sa, let's move it down. Okay, so that's it. So equals. Now we have now the reaction. Let's change the unit to kilonewton. Alright, 127.5. Then we can now solve the value of RA. Summation of process vertical 0. I just put it here. RA is equal to the total load, that is W times L plus P, minus the reaction at B, RB. Okay, P times A, W, L, L over 2. Okay, I think that's correct. So let's change this to kilonewton. Okay, now let's solve the equation of the shear. So we will do function here. We will solve the value of the shear at any point in the beam. I have drawn here any point, this red line. Okay, you notice that from A to C, the shear will be caused by the reaction at A, and the reaction at A, and the uniform load. All right. Okay, so the shear here is RA minus the load, but beyond C, there will be a change because P will now be included. So meaning from C to B, your equation, your shear will still be RA minus the uniform load, but there will be an additional P, which is negative. Okay, how will you do that with MathCAD? If you remember the double integration method, we do that. And then we put a diamond bracket. You still remember that? Writing the shear or the moment equation if you're planning to make or to use double integration. Similar to that. Okay? So, but this is MathCAD, so this is much better than manual. So, this is how you do it. Okay, V function of X is equal to, okay, first, RA, that's positive. Positive shear. And then minus W times X. Take note, we will be solving at any distance X. Now, take note that these two functions, these two values are valid even between A and C and between C and B, anywhere in the span, this is valid. Okay, that can be seen. What will only differ is this P, because this P will only appear when you go beyond point C. So how will you do that? And that is negative. Okay, you do this. You can use if function, but there is a better way to do that in MathCAD. You say x greater than A, and then multiply times, okay, P. So what does this tells us? This will tell us that this evaluation, this calculation, this value will only be evaluated if x is greater than A. If x is greater than A, no, that's the time it will evaluate. But if x is not or less than A, it will not evaluate that function or that value. All right, then let's plot. Okay, so go to plots and then select insert plot. Okay, so plots, that's so clear. Insert plot, and then let's select the XY plot. Okay, so here, this is very simple, easy to use. You can expand that, you can scale that. Later on, we will expand that to fit our beam. All right, as you can see, the default numbering is 0 here, and then 10, negative 10. You can change this. Just double click on that. Now, just click on that, and then, okay, what is that? Okay, I will change that to 0. All right, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, 10, you can change that later on. Now, so here we will put our V. Okay, V function of X. This is what we want this to be plotted along the vertical axis. Let's have the unit, of course, is kilonewton. All right, and then here is the X. But we have to define the range of our X so that the MathCAD has an idea to what range of X do you want the plot to be shown. Okay, so this is how you do that. X equals, so let's plot it from 0 to 10. Okay, 0, comma, 1, and then 1 meter, and then dot, 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 up to L. Up to L. Okay, how does the MathCAD read this one? So meaning the MathCAD will assign a value of 0, 1, interval of 1 meter up to L. L is 12 meters. Alright, so yun, this will be the value to be used in plotting. So you put here the value of X. The unit, of course, is meter. Automatic, it will supply that value. Look, this is it. Nah? When X equals 0, 150, and then, yeah. Now, you notice there is, I know you will disagree with this plot because there is a curve. Supposedly, this should go down. No? So, how did this happen? Well, this is because your interval is 1 meter. So, the MathCAD will only compute the value every 1 meter. If you want it to be more finer plot, okay, let's say, let's change this to, let's say, 0.1. Oops, error. It must have a unit. 0.1 meter. Look. Okay. Much better. If you want, 0.001. 0.01. Or if you still want, 0.001. It's up to you. Or you can make it as a function of L. No? You can make it, let's say, L over 100. Oops. Okay. The error is because of this meter. This is already a double unit. Because L has a unit of meter already. Let's delete that. Okay. Or you can make it L over 1000. Alright. So that any value of L, that would be okay. So let's do experiment. No? Let's make this 20 meters. Then no problem. It will react correspondingly. Alright. So let's go back to 12 meters. Okay? Okay. Now, how about here? This is negative already here. If you want to connect this to that, then you can add in your equation. You can add. So we will add plus. Okay? So we will add plus. The condition is X equals L. Because the MathCAD did not consider that anymore. The MathCAD did not consider RB. Because this is only your conditions. Nah? So we must finish the 2RB. Okay? When you reach the point B, then you will add RB because it's going up. Okay, so this is it. Times RB. RB. Okay, look. It closes. Much better to see. Let's make this 10,000. Oh, not anymore. That's because of the interval. That's normal. Alright. Then, now, the moment diagram. Okay. Did you get it? By the way, this is just part 1. I will limit the part 1 to shear and moment. We will have part 2 of this. We will now add the reflection and the rotation. It's a very interesting topic. We can do what ifs here. I'm hesitant to share this one. Baka marami nang marunong. But never mind. Better share this knowledge to everyone. Alright. Moment. Function of x equals. Okay. Sige. Okay. Again, just like in our shear, actually you can just imagine if you integrate that, that's the moment actually. That's the moment. I can copy that. I can copy that and then just add on. I will just put here x. If you notice, that's the integral of that. And this will be x squared over 2. Are you getting this? Right? This will be times x. Correct? No, not times x. Your p here is times the moment arm will be x minus a. So, okay, so meaning this will be x is greater than a. So maybe you are at here. The moment arm of that is this one. Alright, this will be x minus a. I hope you get this. Times x minus a. Alright, and then you can, okay, this is no longer, this is no longer necessary. Okay, that is your moment equation. I hope you got that. RA times x minus WX times x over 2 minus P times x minus A. Alright, now how will you add that here? Okay, by the way, let's scale this one para mag-match doon sa span natin. Okay, match na ba siya? Maybe this one, scale natin. Okay. Such much better. Alright. Okay. So, to add another function for your graph, very easy. Go to plots again and then add a trace. Add trace. Just click on that. Then let's add moment x. Okay? The unit is kilonewton meter. Okay? In 1, 2, 3, go. Yun. Very good. Very smart. Now, you can put colors. Let's say if you want the shear, okay, just I click on the shear here. If you want this to be in color, let's say blue. All right, the thickness, yan. And then if they want the moment to be in color red, maybe. And then the thickness you choose, okay, yan, or a thicker value, yan. Now regarding the scale, okay, if you notice, this is too much, very high, no? If you want this to be level or much defined, you can change, you can do experiments here. I will increase the scale of the shear. You multiply it by a smaller value, let's say times 0.5. Observe. Okay, just play with this. No? If you multiply that by a higher value, let's say times 5, it will become even smaller. But a decimal value, let's say 0.1, no? It's so big. The moment becomes small. So maybe 0.5. Okay, you can play with that. You can experiment on that. All right. So that's it. The shear and the moment diagram. Now, what ifs? Okay, what ifs? What if there is no P? Look what will happen. All right. That is a simple beam. Let's check. We know the formula for that. WL squared over 8. Alright, W L squared over 8. Okay, W times L squared over 8. Okay, so 3 kilonewton meter. Okay, we can check on that. We can have M at, that is at L over 2, right? 0.5 L. That's the moment at 0.5 L. Okay, kilonewton meter. Alright. Okay. Now, let's go back. Let's put again the value of P. Okay, I change it to 20. Okay, let's change it to, let's say, 50. What will happen? Alright. Let's change it to 100. What will happen? Okay, you cannot imagine that. I hope that is very interesting. Can you do this with manual calculation? I doubt. Okay. Now, I know your question. Sir, how will we locate the point of zeros here? As we can see here, it's about 4.5, 4.6 something. Okay. So to compute or to locate the maximum moment, we know we will be solving for the point of zeros here. Okay, so for that, we will solve the value of x when the shear is 0. We'll look for that. Okay, let's do that. So we can solve here, or you can use the solve block. Okay, if you've been watching my video in beams, then this could be, you know now how to do this. Alright, click on that, and then, okay, what does this consist of? So we are going to compute the value of x when the shear is 0. First here is the guess value. Let's guess a value of x. Let's say 1 meter. Any value will do. You must put the unit. Without unit, it won't work. Alright? Now, and then here is the constraint. Your equation, what do you want to solve? I want to solve the shear which is equal to 0. That's what you're looking. X wherein the shear is 0. Then, I'll just put here a subscript to differentiate it. X1 equals find X. Alright. And voila, that's 4.75. You can put any value here. Anyway, this is just linear. 0, you can do that. What will happen if I will not include the unit? Okay, you expect an error. Alright, 0 without unit. Okay, error. 0 with unit. Yeah, it works. Okay. Now, you can delete some space to save some space here. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So, look. So, the moment at that will be M. The moment at x1 of 4.75, M x1. So, I will label this M max. M max equals M x1. Okay. That's it. Kilonewton meter. Okay. Very nice. Now, what if you want to know, you are interested with the shear and the moment at any point in the beam? Okay, or maybe you can think of deflection also later on. You can do that. Okay, so look at here. Vx, shear x equals. Now, what happened here? Why is there such values? Because we have already defined an x range from 0 and then L over 1000 up to L. So the computer, the MathCAD will give you here up to 1000 divisions. These are the values. 0.1000 of a meter yan. 1000 of a meter. Okay? Now, so many values. If you want to expand this table, just position your cursor here. You see that gray portion. You just drag that down. Alright? And drag that up. Or if you want a scroll bar, you double click here. Just click. And then this is now the scroll bar. Look. That's the scroll bar. Again, if you position your pointer here, you can expand that array. Okay? That matrix. Or if you click here, there will be a scroll bar that will appear. These are the shears at any point. Okay, and these are the values that MATCAD uses in plotting your diagram. Okay, how about the moment? So the same process. Moment x equals, okay, kilonewton meter. That's it. Okay, so the same process, you can expand that matrix, or you can have a scroll bar and then scroll the results. Alright, so what if you want a specific value? The moment at a specific point only, then you can do it manually. What's the moment at 6.352 meters? Alright, just write it like that. Because here we have defined already the moment at any value of x. All these evaluations are already taken care of by MATCAD. That's the advantage. If you do manual calculation here, you will go back to that and say, shall I consider this? Alright, so ayan. Okay? So that's how you do it. I hope you learned a lot from this lesson. So maybe here, I hope you now understand this one. I explained this one in my lesson in beams. What's the use of that? This is the block solver. Okay? Yeah. Okay? So, I hope you learned a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Watch out for part 2 of this video. We will plot the rotation and the deflection. And then we will include that here. Alright? I will show you a sample. Alright? We will do this later on. Maybe part 3. Part 3 or part 4. Okay? This is a television series. Alright? Look. This is it. This is the shear diagram. This is the moment diagram. This is the deflection. And this is the slope. Alright? You can do that with MATCAD. No problem. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot. We will see you on the next part 2. Okay? Thank you so much.